Hello, this is Craig, and welcome to this short trailer explaining what will be coming up in future episodes of Cruising Off Duty. Recently, I had a sailing opportunity of a lifetime. Well, at least my lifetime so far. That opportunity was to help sail a brand new catamaran across the Atlantic Ocean from Las Palmas in the Spanish islands of Gran Canaria across the Atlantic to the Caribbean island of St. Lucia. The passage from Las Palmas to St. Lucia ended up being a 3-week trip, covering 3,000 nautical miles. The catamaran we were asked to take across the ocean was a brand new 50-foot catamaran from the production yards of Discovery Yachts. There were 6 crew members on this passage. There was myself and 5 other videographers, bloggers, and photographers. And between all of our vlogs, blogs, and TV series, we were going to document just what it's like to live as a group of 6 on a sailboat for 3 weeks. Just a little heads up foreshadowing here, most of the time we had one hell of a good time. But I won't lie to you, there's many hours where you're alone at the helm in the middle of the ocean with absolutely nothing to look at but water. And that can get a little bit, well, the word I would say is monotonous. But the one thing we can certainly say is we all learned a lot on this passage. Other than Paul and Cheryl, none of us had ever been on a sailing passage this long. And whether we did things right the first time or if it took us 2 or 3 tries to get it right, you know that me being a vlogger, I had to stick a camera in your face. So we had it for posterity. What exactly am I going to be covering in the episodes to come? Well, anybody who's been watching the Cruising Off Duty YouTube channel knows that it is a vlog, a video log. So we're going to start at the beginning and we're going to go right through to the very end in chronological order. Starting with here in Las Palmas, which is the island that most people jump off from when they're crossing the Atlantic. What's it like to provision? And that's one thing I definitely learned on this, is that provisioning for 6 people for a 3-week passage is one hell of a lot of work. Tons and tons of carts of groceries and multiple days of trips to the grocery store to get it all on board. Luckily, all the grocery stores in Las Palmas know about the cruising community and they all deliver to your boat, thank God. Other things we'll discuss is how did we come up with our 24-hour watch system? Who picked what shift? How did that go? How did we handle things when we had gear issues? And what's it like to go to the top of the mast to deal with gear issues when you're still under sail? Let's just say that I was more than happy to be the videographer while Paul went to the top of the mast. No, thank you. What was it like to use our limited internet access through our Iridium satellite to get weather files that showed the wind and the current so we could make judgment calls on what route we should take? And what was it like to catch our own fresh caught fish right off the back of the boat? Fish like tuna, mahi-mahi, and wahoo. And what delicious meals did we end up making with them? Well, a little sneak peek here. The tuna was turned into sushi, and I love sushi. We learned using a Mavic Pro to get drone footage off a moving sailboat is not that easy. Well, taking off is easy. It's the catching it that's hard. After what felt like a lifetime of near misses, we finally got it back before I lost it into the ocean. Got it! In these episodes, we'll also have some excitement with all sorts of animals. Of course, we have dolphins numerous times at the bow of our boat. We have flying fish that hit our boat 4 or 5 times a night. We have bioluminescent plankton that lights up like fireflies when we go through the water at night. And even when we're hundreds and hundreds of miles off any land, we have birds that do not seem to be seabirds who are exhausted and use our boat as their new personal home. So there's just so many good things coming up in the many episodes that it will take to cover these 3 weeks that we are out at sea. Hopefully you want to follow along. If so, go to the YouTube channel Cruising Off Duty and hit subscribe. Also hit the little bell symbol beside it, which is the notification button. It'll give you an email to let you know when the next episode is uploaded and ready to view. I hope you will find the transatlantic sailing series informative and entertaining. After seeing any of these videos in the series, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below the video and I'll respond to as many as I can. Well, that's it for this look ahead trailer. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Craig signing off, wishing you safe cruising.